in the last week, we have witnessed a combined Egyptian and Soviet effort with the aim to install a system of ground-to-air missiles, the aim of which is, first of all, to deprive us from our freedom of operation with our airplanes along the Suez Canal, and secondly, to enable the Egyptians to concentrate and to intensify their offensive activities along the Suez Canal.
Miles.
Now, as far as the same three missiles are concerned, to the best of our knowledge, they are manned by Soviet personnel. And as far as the same two missiles are concerned, we think that they are manned by Egyptians, but in every battery you find some Soviet personnel who are more than advisors. And the whole system, in the whole system, we clearly feel the Russian hand in the field of planning and in the field of directing and operating the whole concentration of batteries.
Small Israeli army unit crossed this morning the canal in order to attack a few Egyptian positions in the western side of the canal. They crossed the canal in this area, which is 32 kilometers south of Port Said. In this area, the canal is about 180 meters wide. The Israeli unit divided into two parts and attacked 4 Egyptian positions. In 2 out of those 4 positions, the Egyptians fought quite strongly, but after a short time, they ran off. I would like to mention here that during all these operations, no Egyptian fire was directed in order to disturb the Israeli unit. In this operation, at least 8 Egyptians were killed. All those positions were destroyed. This operation had a limited objective, and our forces was there only for a few hours, but they accomplished everything that was accepted of them. Unfortunately, 2 Israeli soldiers were killed and 4 wounded.
on the eve of the ceasefire agreement, there were about 16 operational SAM batteries within the 50-kilometer zone. SAM 2s mainly, and a little bit of SAM 3s. One battery included in this 16 was just east of the 30-kilometer zone. One missile battery in the 30-kilometer zone. Today, it says here 14th of October. I presume there are not many great changes between the 14th of October and today. Within the 50-kilometer zone, we have between 40 to 50. You must leave me some margin for error and for security. Not so much for error, perhaps for security. Between 40 to 50 batteries in the 50-kilometer zone. But within the 30-kilometer zone, where we had one single battery, and on the westward limit of the 30-kilometer zone, we have today between 30 to 40 operational SAM batteries within the 30-kilometer zone. About a third of them SAM 3s.
Si no le ayuda a la fábrica, el camión les da. Tú me daba mi saco y me caí al suelo.
One of the men General Dayan is counting on to hold the line is this 23-year-old lieutenant, a battery commander whose 155-millimeter guns are poised to fire across the Suez whenever necessary.
Well, this place is quite a lonely place. It's very cold at night, and when we sleep only with blankets, no sleeping bags, because we have to be movable every minute. Now, food is good, but when you eat the food, most of the times sand gets in, and that's the worst. Now, as a commander, I see this war as a very special war, because it's not a war of conquering areas or with some aim in it, only one, which is keeping position still, preventing the Arabs killing Israeli citizens, and preventing destroying of our nation. In this war, we have many wounded people and many dead ones. But I think the cost is justified, and I think all the future of the Jewish nation depends on how we stand here and how we protect our rights.